In today's video, I'll be showing you how to create a printable recipe card step by step in Canva. By the end, you'll be able to create your own version and start earning money by selling this highly in-demand product on Etsy. Make sure to watch the entire video so you don't miss any important steps. So let's get started. To begin designing your recipe card, the first step is to determine the size of your card. For this design, I'm going to use a custom size of 1250 pixels by 1750 pixels. Now that our Canva editor is open, let's start by naming the document. Next, we'll change the background color of the page. I'm going with a pastel color for this design. This color looks great, so I'll use it as the background. Now, let's add a square from the Elements tab and expand it to cover the page. The corner roundness is a bit too much, so I'll reduce it slightly. Perfect! Next, I'll change the square's color to white and add a thin outline. I'll set the outline thickness to 4 points. Let's start by adding a heading to the card. Select the text option and choose a heading style. I'll type recipe card and place it at the top of the page. The current font doesn't match the vibe I'm going for, so I'll change it to a comic-style font. That looks much better. Next, I'll add 2 rectangles for subheadings. Decrease the size of the first rectangle and place it here. I'll change the color to pastel blue. Now, copy this rectangle and place it on the opposite side. I'll change the second rectangle's color to pastel red. But it looks a bit too dark, so let's lighten it up. These 2 boxes will hold the subheadings. Now let's add text inside the first box. This box will be used for the recipe name, so I'll type recipe name in uppercase and place it inside the box. For the font, I'll use Open Sans to keep it clean and readable. In the second box, I'll create a heading for ingredients. Afterward, I'll add a line under the recipe name box for writing the list. Let's make it a dotted line to match the design. Now I'll copy this box and line, then place them for the serving section. I'll change the color of this box to pastel green. Copy this line and paste it here. Next, create another rectangle. Reduce its size to make a small box. Place this square here. Duplicate it to create more boxes of the same size. Inside each box, I'll write servings. With that, my second heading is also complete. I will follow the same process to create all the remaining checklist headings, so I won't show each one in detail. Let's move directly to the next design steps. As you can see, I've added 5 more checklist columns to my recipe card. First, I created a difficulty level heading, which indicates how challenging the recipe is. Next, There's utensils heading for listing the tools needed to prepare the recipe. I also added a time to prepare heading to show how long the recipe will take. On the right, I've included larger columns for the recipe instructions. Lastly, I created a calories heading, which informs how many calories the dish contains, a useful detail for those mindful of their health. With that, the basic structure of our recipe card is now complete. After that, let's add some design elements to make it more attractive. Go to Elements and search for recipe-related graphics. This one looks nice, so I'll add it and adjust the size. Place it here and adjust it properly. I'll also add some background design. Go back to Elements and search for Food Elements. I'll select this print. Place it in the corner and change the color. Let's reduce the opacity to blend it into the background nicely. Send it backward. Now duplicate it and place it to the other side. I'll copy and paste it again for the bottom. Copy this again and place it in the middle. For the middle one, I will change its color to black. After that, copy and paste it to the other side as well, adjusting the opacity and colors as needed. If you prefer a minimalistic look, you can leave it as is. But if you'd like to add more design elements like me, let's continue. I'll search for vegetable icons. I like this garlic icon, so I'll add it. I'll add more elements from this here. First, let's place the garlic in this corner. Now, let's take the onion and position it in the opposite corner. Next, take the beans and position them at the top. The garlic isn't positioned properly, so let's adjust that. Next, let's look for more elements. I like this tomato, so I'll add it to the top. And then place the carrot on the other side. Finally, adjust all the elements to ensure everything is properly aligned. Now that our recipe card design is finished, it's time to download it. Go to Share, then click Download. You can choose to download it as a JPG, PNG, or PDF. Since this is for print, I'll download it as a PDF. Your download is started and it will complete in few seconds. And that's it! You've just created your very own custom recipe card in Canva. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more design tutorials like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.